Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday. Wow, that feels weird to say. It's usually always Wednesday. This is a special edition of the Knowledge Bolide Hangout. It is 9 a.m. here in Arizona, but it is 6 p.m. over in Europe. So we have a bunch of our European friends and actually a lot of American friends on with us today. And it's kind of neat because we're having a little bit of international hangout, allowing the American crew to hang out live with the European crew. So Marco Geiser, who always submits the great videos, he hasn't had a chance to submit videos lately, but we got him live. So that's better than a video. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to start it out by showing you guys a little video, just kind of wet your whistle on some meteorites. I started a new series on my YouTube channel called Meet the Meteorite. I don't know, has anyone seen any of those videos yet?
Hey, Topher.
Hey, Sean.
Let me just get some of this brightness out of the way behind.
Nice.
Like I'm being hit by a bollard here.
Let me see. I can take the spotlight off of me. Yeah, nice. Glad to have Sean Mahoney joining us. Sean's joining us from Spain. Is that correct, sir?
That certainly is. All 40 degrees, crazy heat, 80 degrees humidity. I'm melting here, man.
And we have Marco Geiser checking in from Germany. Hello, Marco. How are you today, buddy? Nice, clean shaven and looking sexy. We also have Damian, a constant contributor, not constant enough, but he's always contributing. And Damian's in Croatia.
Man, I was on vacation.
So where are you at right now?
At my home.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I had the pleasure of meeting Jem Thomas today. She's in the UK, and she's waving to us. And also overseas is Colin Tremblay overseas. I forget.
Yep, from Canada.
There we go. Not overseas, but international. We'll take it. Yeah. We'll definitely take it. And we got a bunch of American wanks in the house as well. But one special American wank, and that's our good friend Marissa. So hello, Marissa. Good to have you with us. I'm going to hit pause for 1 second, and I'm going to bring up a video right now. It's a new series I'm introducing on the YouTube channel called Meet the Meteorite, and each video is going to be 3 minutes on the dot. The fans of the Hangouts know that once we start talking, we can go on for 20, 30, 40 minutes at a time. So I kept myself to 3 minutes and 3 minutes only. And it is a hard rule, but it's hard to stick to because I have so much information. But this is the first video I did was for Abba Panu. The second video I did was for Brahin. And the third one I did was for Chelyabinsk. So I have not released the Chelyabinsk video yet, so you're going to see it here live first. So here is the third installment in Meet the Meteorite. Welcome to Meet the Meteorite. Today we're discussing Chelyabinsk. Chelyabinsk is classified as an LL5 meteorite and holds the record as the world's most observed and recorded meteorite event ever. It happened on February 15th, 2013 over Chelyabinsk, Russia. Many thousands of stones were collected. The main mass landed in a lake. It punched a hole through the ice and was recovered the following spring. Many of the small Chely stones are referred to as Chely peas. Like this one, it's fully crusted and shows signs of fusion crust with flow lines. This one has a beautiful rollover lip on the backside. Chelyabinsk had a very violent entry into our atmosphere and bolited several times, exploding and causing shock veins and melt throughout the Chelyabinsk rocks. This example I wish had better resolution, but shows a fully regmaglyphed and completely crusted individual. This is a great example of a brecciated piece showing signs of melt patch development. We're going to take a look at other pieces that have big melt patches like this right here. This one shows about a 40% melt. This one is now about 75 melt. And now we're showing severe melt over about 80% of the stone, followed by a completely melted and vesicular. The moisture of the Siberian winters gets into the rocks, exploits small cracks, and causes them to crack further. Although after many years on the ground, if you're lucky enough, you can still find one that has fresh fusion crust. This is a beautiful example of a nearly complete stone with regmaglyphs and a negative pressure reverse side. Please like and subscribe. There you go. You've now seen the world release.
Well done, mate. Excellent.
There we go.
Right.
Is that James I hear? I thought I was hearing James. Whoops. 1 second.
I'm trying to get Juan online. Juan has just arrived back from somewhere in Northwest Africa. Who knows? Somewhere. And he's saying to me, I just need to get back to the house and have a shower and something to do with smoking something. I'll leave that up to your imaginations. But he's, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally just got in, and I know he wants to be part of this, but he's been too absorbed in other things to get the lowdown on it happening.
Yeah, Juan is I stay pretty busy, as most people know, but there are some people that stay busy as me, if not busier, and Juan is one of those guys along with you, Sean. Yeah.
There's no other way, man. There's no other way.
You got to hustle 24/7, you know, constantly. And that's one thing I really like about Juan and Sean. I'm really looking forward to the Meteorite Mansion, where we're buttoning up our plans for Tucson, February 2022. And I see Pat has his shirt on today. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I'm wearing mine today too. Look at that. So, yeah, we're doing again in 2022. We already have the house reserved, and we already are getting extra spots for RVs and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a whole camp set up. An army of saws and lapidary and meteorite hunters. It's going to be quite a good event.
And microscopes.
Oh yeah, microscopes all around.
So
actually,
about it.
I'm not sure how many saws we're going to have. I may actually leave my saw here. Everyone's bringing their saw this year.
Now, what we won't have is a microprobe. And that leads into Donald sitting in front of a wonderful device.
Nice. Well, Donald, I'll let you introduce yourself and tell us where you're joining us from if you get yourself off of mute, and I will highlight you. Welcome, my man.
Hi, I'm in St Andrews University in Scotland.
Nice.
In Brexit land. Unfortunately, this is my machine, a dual electron microprobe.
That is so cool.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Nice.
So unfortunately, we got this in brand new in February, and we've been tweaking it I haven't been able to get any meteorites on it yet because there's lots of chemists, and geologists, and things that want to do other things. But and also, I've been cutting up thin sections of various NWA XXXs and making new sections, so I can actually start to classify these things myself.
Cool.
And I also offer this service to anybody in Europe or elsewhere, and I'll do it for nothing as long as I get a piece of your meteorite from my own collection.
Nice. That's what we love.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, because thin sections, like $50, $60. Is that what I'm throwing out there? Kind of just for not the material, just the service to get it down to 30 microns and on a slide.
Well, we've got a full thin section workshop here, and it's actually relatively easy to make. Nice. 30 micron polished sections. And we've also got a decent diamond wire saw, so the meteorite loss is very, very low. So.
What are you guys primarily observing there?
Well, what I'm doing just now, what I've got in there is my standard blocks. I'm counting standards because the primary interest this week has been volcanic glass, tephra. So we're looking at tephra layers and peat. Some of the researchers here are actually dating these tephra layers to look at various volcanic events over the last few 100,000 years.
Wow. And how long does it take to set up a machine like that and get it operational? Is that?
It takes a wee while. I mean, there's a few tweaks. I mean,
yeah,
things don't go perfectly from the start. And I've got lots of different users, which the students are okay on this machine. The academics are a nightmare because they keep fiddling with it. So.
Wow, that is fantastic equipment there, man. So yeah, we got it. We got to start sending Don some of our materials.
And
that's great.
Donald, do you have the capability of looking at chromite concentrations across grains and with the ability?
Yeah,
to
we've got various mapping programs that can give you full compositions of a full thin section. So
cool. So you can do the 3.XX.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've also got a new detector next door called an SXES detector, which does soft X-rays, and we've got a lot of interest from various people who want to look at meteorites. Actually, we have a bit of winchcomb at the moment that the guys in the isotope labs are looking at. I was hoping to get a small piece to show tonight, but they're actually in the middle of crushing it up, unfortunately, so they can put it through the various mass spectrometers. But they want to look at the very light elements, nitrogen, carbon concentrations in these things, and this SXES detector can do these down to ppms, parts per million. So
wow. Can you do element mapping with it as well?
Oh yeah, and we can do element mapping on the probe as well, down to hundreds, maybe 50 ppm concentration. If you're looking for some of these trace elements that are there in very low concentrations, doing a full thin section at that level, because you have to have very high count times, could take up to a week.
Wow.
And when we get on to doing meteorites, I'd hope to get some time for myself. But there's so many people interested in this, not just geologists, but chemists, physicists, etc., biologists even.
Cool. Wow. Do you have anybody coming across for the Meteoritical Society meeting?
No, I don't think so. Travel just now is just it's not worth having to quarantine when we come back from various places.
Oh,
because we have to quarantine for 10 days in the UK, and if you go to any red list countries, you have to quarantine in a government hotel, and you have to pay 1,500 quid for the 10 days. So it's expensive.
Okay.
I mean, I was hoping to go to. I do a bit of drone flying as well. And I was hoping to have been to Tanzania twice this year, but I could have also done a bit of meteorite hunting there as well. But unfortunately, that's all been kicked into the long grass for the moment. So,
yeah, there's going to be a lot of pent-up frustration and ambitions come February. Once Tucson comes around, we're going to be like kids let out of school for the summer.
This is why Tucson is going to be monumental this year. Everyone's just chewing at the bit to get out of their space and into some familiarity, some conference familiarity, head to head, face to face. I can't wait. I can't wait. And Spain's relatively free. I mean, I'm in a very, very touristy destination, and it's packed with people from all over the world. It's a little concerning, quite frankly. But it's good to feel like we're part of the world again. But just to get out of this beautiful place and to Tucson, I'm looking at getting a booth at Munich. I don't even need to go to Munich. I just want to get out. I'll get a booth anywhere at the moment. I'll get a booth in Munion Luster Farmers Market right now, if that's what it takes to get out.
We have an underpass saved for you.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, I was getting all jazzed up for Tucson, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go through. I have a little rainy day bag that, as I'm going through Tucson, or as I get some nice stuff, I just kind of like when you're at a casino, you just keep sticking the what are they called? The chips. You keep on sticking a few chips in your pocket. That way you'll never walk out dead broke. Well, I have a rainy day supply, a little bag of meteorites that I opened this weekend. And I just looked at what was in there that I'd been hiding away. And I found this amazingly, spectacularly, just intricate Sakota. Check this puppy out. Hopefully, there we go. Okay, it kind of looks like a giraffe with no head. And look at these.
It's a fossilized piece of gum, isn't it? Chewing gum.
It's very, very weird because it has these like legs and this huge crevice in there.
Wow.
I'm hoping it was, yeah. But yeah, just a really cool piece. And then just these little mini regs everywhere.
Nice.
So this was, now here's one thing that I thought was really cool that I didn't see when I first got this. There's some kind of weird formation on there. You see that big round thing? I don't know what that is. Right there.
Looks like an alien face.
It's also, if you turn it 90 degrees clockwise, it looks a bit like a French bulldog's profile. It's quite zoomorphic. They often are.
Yeah. But I can't figure out,
or rabbit even.
I can't figure out what that is, but it's definitely something that's distinctly separate from the rest of the meteorite right there. So I just thought that was, I originally got it because of this side and the void and everything. It wasn't until this weekend I realized it had that on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people, you know, we show stuff off on our Hangouts, and people are like, oh my, you know, I wish I can get something that big. Look, this thing is small. You know what I mean? It's like 20 grams. You don't need a whole massive sample, hand-sized sample necessarily to appreciate the intricacies of the meteorite.
Well, I just bought some Weber pearls. I didn't really even know. I'd heard of them, but I didn't know what they were until 3 weeks ago. They are tiny and they're so expensive, but they're so incredibly beautiful in macro. I can't wait to get them. I'll get them in the next week or so, and on the next Hangout, I can't wait to share some pictures of them. But having read about them, I now realize that they are a very, very much a rarity and a curio. And whilst Weber glass is freely available, the pearls, which are just beautifully little rounded, with little crystalline bits coming off them. They're quite an anomaly. I can't wait to get them. Maybe you can tell.
I can't wait to see your pictures. It was Mike Kelly, I think, that has an entire Weber collection with everything.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Everything you can imagine, even the Weber iron. Yeah,
that's what I want to get next.
Yeah, which is super hard to get. But yeah, like, because there's one thing that I just want everyone to know as far as meteorites go. Yeah, it's an expensive addiction. It's not a hobby; it's an addiction.
It's an addiction.
But you literally can get away with small ones. You don't need to buy massive ones to appreciate the beauty of a meteorite. Can anyone name this meteorite? It's a very high quality, cheap meteorite.
It kind of looks like Campo,
but it's a palisade. It's not.
Oh, it's a palisade. Sorry,
it's a palisade.
It's not your odd one, is it?
Nope, it's not. It's not golden palisade. This is Saracho.
Oh,
this is a very, very clean and very stable Saracho.
Wow,
that is a clean one.
Looks nothing like it. Wow.
Yeah, I have a few other ones that were in my Tucson rainy day bag that when I was looking at them, I was like really surprised. Well, I mean, I knew I have a good eye, and I knew I picked quality ones out, but just seeing them after, these are from 2019.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so these are more than your average Saracho, but they're definitely not as expensive as a Sakota Lin. So for anyone out there on the internet, on YouTube, when we're talking about Sakota Lin, the one I showed previously, that's from Russia, and that one you can buy non-shapely ones for $1.50 a gram, or really, really super nice sculptural ones that are all regmaglyphed or drippy with fusion crust. You're looking at 10, 12, 15 bucks a gram for the really, really nice pieces. But on the Saracho, which is from Kenya, cheap ones, 75 cents a gram, and ones like this that I'm showing that are super high quality, very clean and stable, not going to fall apart at all. You're looking at, $5-6 a gram. So they're really affordable for meteorites. You have to put that disclaimer on everything. It's not expensive. Well, for meteorites. Yeah. I didn't spend that much money this weekend. I mean, well, they were meteorites, Yeah.
Well, speaking of can't wait, a little bird told me that Damian has something that he's been extremely patient waiting for.
Nice. Well, let's check in. If he is ready, I'm going to highlight him. Boom.
Hey you guys. Bud. Nice to see you in person, live at least.
Yes.
Let me switch to my.
There we go.
This is my entire collection. Okay, and there are quite a few things I would like to show you today. New arrivals. First, I think you remember me showing my first historic meteorite, this little piece of Legle. And me saying that I'm planning to leave it as my only historic meteorite, and you not believing me. Well, you were right.
That's ensign sign.
Yeah.
The most historic of the historic.
But I didn't stop there. Oops.
Oh, Krasnoyarsk?
Is the video switched left to right for you or just for me?
No, we can read it fine.
You can see it correctly, left to right.
Okay. This is my costume insert. Do you like it?
You made that?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I want to ask you a question. I know who Pellis is, but I don't know who G. Thompson is, and I just realized Thompson lines as I said it.
Yes. 1804.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very nice display.
Yeah. Just two small pieces, one metal and one olivine.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
And also, these are all from Alan Mazur. He has very nice and rare meteorites. And also one I'm very proud of, my first Ansmet.
Oh.
Just tiny pieces, but I wanted one for a long time.
All the way from Antarctica to you, buddy.
Yeah, that one is a very special meteorite. The that one would have been found in the 1976.
One of the first ones.
Right, and all of the countries signed a treaty, I think, in 1977, so that Antarctic meteorites after that date cannot be privately owned. But there are some that slipped in before that date.
I know. Next, I have a small package from Gemma from UK.
Nice.
Eurolite. I'm yet to take my usual macro photos.
I can't wait. It's amazing how big you make those things look.
Yeah. Also got a small present. And it was, I believe, yeah, 869.
Mm-hmm.
It will also look great on photos. Then I have from Martin my first lunar troctolite.
Ooh,
extremely
troctolite.
Small, yes, extremely small piece, but I already took a picture and it looks fantastic.
Have you looked for any shocked vein glass in there?
Yeah, there is. Maybe I can just. Can I share screen? Okay. Do you see it? Do you see the photo?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Glass.
Just look at this weird thin vein.
That's outrageous.
Oh,
this is extremely high resolution photo.
You think? You should zoom in and zoom in.
How close can you go?
Asking for a shot glass.
That's
beautiful. God.
Look at the glass.
That's incredible.
Hey, Damian, can I send you 14 kilos of meteorites to photograph, please?
As long as they're small.
Wow.
I'm extremely happy. Unfortunately, during the while I was returning it to its box, it broke. So it's now in two pieces. This break here. But it's interesting that this thin glass is still intact.
Wow.
This is 0.1 millimeter, perhaps.
Jeez.
Okay.
That is crazy.
Outrageous.
That's beautiful.
Then I'm leaving the best for the last. Let me remind you from the last present I got from Pat Brown. This beautiful unclassified meteorite.
Gorgeous.
That has on its own doubled my total mass. Almost precisely doubled. Well,
including the packing cases.
Pat has done it again. I received another package that should double my mass, complete mass again. I haven't opened it and have been waiting patiently to do it live.
We love you for it.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully it's intact.
Wow.
Okay. Let me catch through this. What?
I see it poking.
Uh-huh.
Every one of us is reaching inside trying to help you.
Brilliant. You're such an entertainer, Damian. This is brilliant.
Ooh, what are we looking at?
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
It's fantastic. Thank you, Pat.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my word.
Oh, that's outrageous.
Oh. Wowzers.
Great piece, really. Fantastic.
Yeah, keep that away from Marco. He takes anything with flow lines.
I'm not interested
Do you
in
see
Orient
the flow
meteorites, but
lines?
this one-
Do you see the flow lines?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That is gorgeous. That Pat, did you send that to him?
We worked out something in Europe.
That is a fantastic stone, man.
Incredible.
Look at that crust right there too.
That's the backside crust. That's got to be about the thickest crust I think I've ever seen.
I was thinking the same thing. It looks like an old lady's foot.
The deep.
nice contraction cracks also.
Those are interaction cracks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Cool piece, really.
Really, really amazing.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
And by far the largest meteorite I had in my hands.
It's a good feeling, isn't it, huh?
Yeah.
How are you going to display that, though? It has two sexy sides.
I already ordered a little solar rotation pad.
Nice.
So it will be rotating.
Good. Good.
And
wow.
It's truly beautiful.
Have you tested a magnet on it to see the pull on it yet?
No. I haven't. I don't have it at hand. Maybe later.
Well, you're gonna have to get personal with that thing later on without us then.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sleeping with this baby.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. As soon as the light hits that corner, you just see all those flow lines. Jeez.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
That's a hunk of love.
Yeah. So are you, Oz. Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Show us one more thing. You got to show us one more thing out of those cases at least.
Okay, what? What would you like to? You talked about Chelyabinsk.
Yep.
Little set.
I like that little mini. What's in the little jar up there? Right above them. Yep, that right there. The one you, yep.
A few of 869.
Okay.
And this is my Mars box.
Oh, that's well done.
Oh, that's nice.
With my photos of all four types.
Oh,
basically.
see,
beautiful.
That's very beautiful.
This is why I want people to show off their collections and show off a shelf of their stuff, because I never would have thought about putting Mars samples on the corners of the boxes like that.
This is my
and you have all three plus the Black Beauty.
Mm. This is the cool one with backlight.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
That's bad. That is so cool.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. It was also good.
Oh man.
You'll give Topher ideas for a special edition T-shirt for Meteorite Mansion in Me too.
My cat needs to get
It's like the cat wants out.
Well, the cat knows it's the knowledge bolide. It says, "Hey, put me on camera, man."
Telling you.
This is my poor Munione Augusta that I've been saving a few times.
And then Dronino.
Very beautiful individual.
Yeah, if you stare at that long enough, you can see some weird faces in there too.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that one's very skeletal. That's beautiful.
Extremely. Canyon Diablo.
That's a nice stamp.
Yeah, Sakota Lin stamp.
Yeah, I was shocked. I got it for something like $4. And recently,
Wow.
it was a real good deal.
The mighty
These
merch.
are all my carbonaceous.
Wow.
Oh, you can have
See,
yes, Aishieva over there. Very, very nice.
And this is Tagish Lake.
oh, Tagish Lake, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I still need that one. I need,
Tagish Lake is getting hard to find.
yeah.
Yeah, extremely. And expensive.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford this large piece today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same goes for Orgel. This was like, I think, $20. Now each piece of it would be 20.
From a witnessed fall from 1864. That just, it still blows my mind. Like I was putting a video up today of Brahin, and I want to, it was found in 1810. And as I'm typing it out, I'm like, wait, is that right? 1810. I'm like, damn, that's old, man. Yeah, I mean, but then you realize that's just part of its life. It's already had its space body life. Then it's had its in transit life. Then it's had its terrestrial life waiting to be discovered. So we're joining it, way, way, way deep into its path, its life.
And you're talking to Europeans now, mate. 1810 is not that old. We've got some of us live in houses that are that old.
Yeah, in America, we don't have anything over 200 years old. Well, I definitely appreciate you sharing those with us, Damian. That's fantastic stuff, and it's good spending time with you live.
I have a ton of macro photos for you next week.
Nice. Yeah, we love it. The only problem we have with your videos is they're too good that we have to just we have to shut up and just watch it and try not to say anything the whole first time we watch it so we can hear you, and then we can talk and ooh and ah, or else we have to play it like 4 times, which works out.
I'll record without audio.
Oh, no. Keep it up. We love it. No, I can always play it 4 times if I need to. And the type of resolution you're able to capture, like you just keep zooming in, and it's deceptive because you think you have a huge hand sample, and then you see it's a micro, and you're like, wow, I need to up my photo game.
This is how the basic setup looks like. Microscope objectives, 3D printed adapter, a bit of extension tubes, and a camera.
What camera? Oh, it's a Canon.
Canon, second hand.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite cheap compared to meteorites.
Wow. Yeah. I currently use my cell phone. So I do pretty well with a cell phone, but if I ever invested in a camera like that, there'd be no getting me out of my office.
This is probably about 5 times cheaper than your cell phone.
Let me see here. Does anyone else want to show something off? I saw Pat messing with his camera. See if that was working.
I've got a few things I could show, but this is a special time for our European folks. If somebody else has got some stuff ready to go, but I do have some things ready if you like.
Okay. Well, let me hit pause for 1 second. We'll find out. Well, we have a special thing to share. This is some 3D modeling of meteorites that Don Hurd has done, and maybe Don, you can explain a little bit of how you do this, because
if you click on that last one,
this one right here, yeah, I've been on this on your page before looking at these things, and it blows me away. Look at this. Look at how smooth this movement is and how detailed.
So basically, if I get an unclassified, I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to cut it up and make thin sections and stick it in the probe and have a look at stuff. And this allows me to keep a record of the whole stone afterwards. And these are relatively easy also to 3D print afterwards. So you can have a full-sized 3D print of your original meteorite before you slice it up.
Wow.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because it's almost a sin to cut these things up. You know, it's
yeah.
But you have to cut them to actually find out what you've got.
Wow.
True.
But at least this leaves a permanent record of what you have.
How many pictures does one of these take, or is it like a?
What I use is a rotating turntable that's got an infrared connection to my SLR, and I let it automatically take maybe 50 photographs twice in 2 different orientations, and then I stick it into Agisoft Metashape, which will then construct the 3D model, and then load it up to Sketchfab. It's relatively simple to do. You can actually do it with a cell phone or your mobile phone.
Wow. I need to spend a weekend with you, buddy.
Those are great results.
I know. Look at that. You can actually see the glistening of the metal. I mean, and then the whoa, I mucked that up. But like this right here. Look at this chondrule. Right there.
I think the Brenham sample actually turned out quite nice as well.
Oh, good. I saw, where was it?
You go back up, if you X that out.
Okay.
Top right.
And I saw it right there. Yeah, this is a cool tool to use as you were using it to basically catalog and keep a permanent record. Wow. But this is also a really nice tool just to see the stone itself, because sometimes you have a hard time putting the picture together in your head. Look at this. You can actually see the blade right there.
It would be interesting to know how that would come out in a 3D print.
Depends on the quality of your printer, but that you'd have to. I mean, you won't get the colors, obviously, because that's got 3 or 4 polished sides. You know, there's no topography to it at all. So all you would get is the flat sides.
It's just flat edges, right? Okay. Yeah. And then I guess you just color it in somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would actually 3D print that one. I mean, you could maybe 3D print the uncut surfaces.
Sure.
And wow,
to show you the texture.
the difference between the iron and the trolite really nicely too.
Beautiful.
These are actually bauxites, which some of our undergraduate students were. So these are not meteorites.
Oh, okay. Still super interesting as as a tool. Wow.
I do a lot of archaeological work with my drone, and I make lots of 3D models of archaeological buildings. So if you go right down to if you click off of that and go to the full collection, if you go to DAH,
okay.
Actually, I don't know if you can do that there. Go to the 131 models. Click on that. And that you should be able, is that you're back in the meteorites, I think. Oh, no, okay, carry on. Go right to the bottom of the page. These are all rock samples. So for instance, that Quinquelantiform, if you click on that.
This one here?
Yeah, that's quite near St Andrews, and that was flown with the drone, and that's a geological form.
Are you using the DJI software to do that?
No, well, the DJI software collects the data, but then I feed that into Agisoft.
Wow.
That is super cool.
That is impressive.
This is how I initially started with the 3D stuff, and then I thought, well, if I can do that with macro stuff, with big stuff, I can do it with the smaller stuff like the meteorites and the rocks.
Look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald, has anyone at your university ever tried, say, like VR with this kind of stuff? I'm an Unreal Engine developer at
Stanford. Our computing department. Our computing department does VR reconstructions of the old stuff. So they've got walkthrough models, but they're much more specialized. I mean, this is just amateur stuff compared to them.
Oh, that's really cool, though.
Yeah. Still useful.
Don't you love it when a pro dazzles you and then says, "Oh, this is just kids play. This is nothing. This is just me goofing around on a Saturday afternoon." Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I unfortunately have to bug out early. I have a medical test I need to get to, but I'm going to leave you in my co-pilot's capable hands. My good friend, Uncle Patty, is going to take over as host/co-host. He has some show and tell, and then I don't know what's going to happen because I'm going to be at my doctor. So,
okay, no worries.
Thanks everyone for joining.
Let's do more of these, yeah? Let's do more of these. Can we just put that on the record before you leave, Topher? This is a really good thing, and I think a lot of us probably, you know, this is more of a kind of a testing the water in a way, in that we probably don't have our best pieces out to show you now. But when the subsequent ones come, I think there'll be a lot more show and tell to be seen and
yeah, it also means that we get some sleep across here in Europe as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Topher.
Yeah, you know, we've been doing this. This is I think the 60th one now. We've had like 59 official Wednesdays in a row. So you know, it's nothing. It's just an average Tuesday for me. But you know, I'm a good time filler because I never shut up. But if you don't want to hear me talk, have rocks to show. That's how you get out of listening to me.
I think we got lots of rocks to show, just not in this moment. I'm
gonna sign off. I'm gonna sign off for now, everyone. Thank you so much. I enjoy this, and I do think we are going to do these from time to time, for sure, for our European friends.